Hello and good afternoon to everyone watching here. My name is Hritik Khimji and I'm a director at the Khimji Ramdas group in Oman. Wonderful to be here in front of all of you virtually, albeit at this tough times, but we have to adapt, we have to engage, and we have to evolve the way that we all do business, the way that we all think about where we are going in terms of um, thoughts, business, technology, as well as the way we conduct ourselves. And that's what I'd like to talk about today is digital transformation in general. While it's a very commonly used word for in today's day and age, as all of you know, with COVID-19 and a pandemic such as this coming in, the digital world has really, I wouldn't say evolved, however, taken off in a much um, faster and efficient way than we expected. I think it's fast-tracked itself several years just purely because of the requirements that have come about in the last few months or even almost a year now. So what am I referring to today as digital transformation? It's not purely just a website or an e-commerce or just shifting your business model from purely a retail, a physical setting to an e-commerce platform, or any product or service that you're doing face to face, switching into digital. No, that's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to the way that information and business and thoughts are being exchanged across the digital world. Now, what does that mean? A platform is purely an enabler to facilitate the demand and the supply. And not only that, it's to create various opportunities for different aspects or networks that can be created from this platform. Let me give you a few examples. Today, on a global scale, everyone knows Amazon and what Amazon is. But if you ask me, is Amazon a digital platform? Is it something that what I would consider a platform? No, it is not. It is an e-commerce space which they stock and they sell. That is Amazon.com. They have their own warehouses, they have their own distribution, they have their own logistics. So it is not really something that is creating that exchange between supply and demand. It's just you can call it a one-sided platform. However, another arm of their business, which is called Amazon Marketplace, is a pure example of a platform of what we're talking about today. Now, what is that? It's just a technology that is created where anyone wanting to sell something has a place to display, and all the technology is handled by Amazon, and somebody wanting to buy can come in and see. So if you notice, when you're buying on an Amazon, if you're buying from Amazon Marketplace, means they're the technology providers. However, you're buying from Amazon.com directly, they are also the fulfillers. So that's a fundamental difference between a platform and purely an e-commerce. I mean, today, being from the Sultanate of Oman, we've been quite successful in seeing a ramp up of a few digital platforms that have come up. Let's say in the food and delivery sector, you've seen the Akid Talabat, which is just an enabler of restaurants and people who want to order food. So what is the role of the platform? Again, provide the technology, create value, market itself, and then complete the transaction. So where does the value of the platform substantially come in? The value of the platform comes in by saying that, are they marketing themselves to say that this platform exists so that there are users? Do they have enough of each side, be it supply or demand? So, somebody coming in onto any platform at any point, the first move of, or the first vision that they have of the platform is to say that, is there enough product or service available on that platform that I can come here and see, repeat. Let's go back to the example of an Akeed or a Talabat, the food delivery platforms that exist. So if you come in and say that there's only 3 restaurants available, chances are extremely less that you would come back and be a repeat customer here, because at the point, what is their value add as opposed to a restaurant directly marketing themselves on a website? They give you the choice, they give you the accessibility, and they give you the efficiency. So that's where they come in. Now, what did I mean by of a role of the platform to create network or added value? Let's stick to the same examples of, let's say, an Amazon marketplace or a food delivery platform such as Akeed or Talabat. These are, again, the supply and demand sides exist. You have the buyers, you have the sellers, whether it's food, whether it's a product, or whether it's a service. Now, what other network effect can this create? Now, there's two folds that something can be created here. One is, on either side, you can add on a service. Let's take a marketplace. What other service would you need if you're simply buying a product? Insurance, for example. So this creates a network effect that an insurance provider or a broker can come in and add value to the platform. Now, the insurance, that's one example in a marketplace. The second example, let's say on a food delivery platform, what are the other added values that can be created? Here, yes, some of them have their own delivery vehicles that exist. However, you can have transportation companies plug themselves in here saying that, look, there is a restaurant, there is a customer, he needs the food to go from A to B. Can I come in and provide myself as a transport provider? So the restaurant benefits and they don't have to create their own infrastructure, and the customer benefits because I'm giving them an easier solution. So you can have several of those platforms. Another enabler on any platform are obviously payment gateways, credit card companies, things like that. How do you partner with them saying, use this card, generate more value, create more awareness? So multiple network effects on any platform enhance the size and scalability of the platform. They add to the marketing pitch of any platform. They increase the customer base purely because most of the customers on each network, for example, if you're just a restaurant delivery platform like we're talking about, the restaurant has a select amount of customers. But the minute you add in a transport company, they have an independent set of customers who they can market this platform to. Then you add in a payment gateway. They have their whole the banking sector or the payment sector that they're already dealing with and have customers in a separate database. So here you've got, yes, some definitely maybe repeat customers, but here you have got 3 different kinds of customers that are coming in, which is only enhancing the value of the platform. So today in Oman, I believe that there is a fundamental opportunity available to create value of such platforms. The ones I have spoken about are B2C, which is business to consumer straight away. But there is a huge opportunity in B2B, in a business to business platform as well directly. What does that mean? I mean, you are targeting businesses that want to enhance themselves. You are targeting companies from the supply side and companies from the demand side. You see, companies from the supply side want to sell their product or have their product. This could be across various industries. It could be travel, it could be cargo, it could be movement. And the demand side is what? People who want to move their items, move their people. So there are several other opportunities in the business to business sector as well to engage companies, and um, other network effects which are possible to add value and create these platforms. How will you measure the success of a platform? The success is measured in two ways: number of customers and number of networks. Purely, it comes down to creating value. How quickly are you uh, able to create value for the whole ecosystem that is involved? The more value you create, the faster you'll grow, and eventually you'll mature out. So these are some examples of platforms that can be created without thinking about creating your own infrastructure. The purpose of a platform is the technology, the architecture, and the customer interface. That is how a platform will be successful. It is not about creating a physical infrastructure structure. It is about being the best at what you can. I strongly believe is that if there is a focus, it's very difficult for someone to become the next Amazon. However, it is easier for someone to create an technology that will enable several aspects to become as efficient as a large marketplace. Companies in Oman, such as ours, Khimji Ramdas, Information and Communication Technology, we are here and looking at several opportunities to create such platforms and opportunities. This could be in the learning, in the healthcare, in the transportation, intercity movement, smart cities, pollution, smart homes, smart buildings. There's several aspects that could be created here. The list can go on and on and on. So what my message here is to Oman, the digital world, let's see how we can enable the companies which are already established, get them onto digital platform, digitalize their thinking, and create value for each other. This is not about cutthroat competition and eliminating the rest. It's about creating value and adding value to the Omani marketplace and growing it in that way. Today, resources are scarce. Talent is difficult to get, manage, and retain at certain levels. But I do believe that creating such platforms um, is the new way of thinking and enabling business going forward. I'd like to thank you for your time for these couple of minutes. Thank you, and all the best for the rest of the conference. Thank you.